So this is a video about the factor theorem. A question like show that x plus 3 is a factor of x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 18, and find the other two factors would be a very typical algebra leaving cert question, and they're very manageable. So we know that if x plus 3 is a factor, that means that x equals minus 3 is a root. And a root means that at that point for this x, y equals 0. So all we need to do is put that minus 3 into this equation and show that it comes to 0. So minus 3 cubed, so the brackets are very important, minus 2 times minus 3 squared, minus 9 times minus 3 plus 18, and we have to show that this equals 0. Minus 3 cubed is minus 27. Minus 2 times 9 is minus 18. Minus 9 times minus 3 is plus 27, and plus 18, and that all, as it all cancels each other, that comes to 0. And with that we have shown that minus 3 is a root, which then also means that x plus 3 is a factor. So we now have to find the other two factors. So what we'll do for that is we take our equation x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 18, and we now divide it by the factor that we already know, which is x plus 3. Okay, so x cubed, no, let me take away the brackets. X cubed divided by x is x squared. We go backwards and multiply it out again. So x cubed x squared times 3 is plus 3x squared. We change the sign, minus and minus, and then add x cubed minus x cubed is gone. Minus 2x squared minus 3x squared is now minus 5x squared. I bring the next one down, minus 9x, and I start to divide again. Minus 5x squared divided by x is minus 5x. Multiply backwards, minus 5x times x is minus 5x squared. Minus 5x times 3 is minus 15x. I change the sign. This one becomes a plus, this one becomes a plus, and then we add. Minus 5x squared plus 5x squared is 0, so that is gone. Minus 9x plus 15x is 6x. I bring the next one down, plus 18, and I start the whole process again. 6x divided by x is plus 6. 6, I go backwards now. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 3 is plus 18. I change the sign. This becomes a minus. This becomes a minus. I added now. 6x minus x is gone. 18 minus 18 is also gone, and that is 0. And because this is 0, that means there is no remainder. And if we have no remainder, that means these and these are factors. Factors of this, i.e. they divide evenly into this equation without a remainder. So what we have found now is that this x squared minus 5x plus 6 is a factor, but we can factorize it even further. So we take this x squared minus 5x plus 6 and we factorize it even further. We can use the minus b formula, but this should be very easy to factorize. So we take our 6 and we find two numbers that if we multiply them we get 6, and if we add them we get minus 5, and the two numbers would be minus 2 and minus 3. Minus 2 times minus 3 is 6, minus 2 plus minus 3 is minus 5, and here now we have our two factors, x minus 2 and x minus 3. So now we have our three factors. So if we multiply x plus 3 times x minus 2 times x minus 3, if we multiply all of these out, we get x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 18, our original equation. So what it also means is, so if these three are factors, that means that x equals minus 3, x equals 2, and x equals 3 are roots of the equation, i.e. on these points the equation crosses the x-axis. So what would that look like? So we have a graph here, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, let's go 4. So on these points and minus 3 and 2 and 3, the graph would cross the x-axis, so that would look like, that would look about like this. Okay, so not very well drawn, but so on at these points the graph would cross the x-axis.